Good morning everyone, Piotr speaking. Welcome to my weekly Forex analysis. That's the Euro USD chart, monthly chart. As you can see, we have a strong red candle on the monthly chart. The market broke through the Bollinger Middle Band and is heading downward. I could imagine that we will have a third red candle in a row, as here was the case. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it repeats itself very often. For example, to the upside, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we may have a similar situation here on this downward move. Those of you who follow my analysis are aware that I had a count on a 3 hours chart, and it looks like that this count might be completed at that low here. I've got a resistance line here, and I've got levels where the market may reverse. Okay, I could imagine that the market will go slightly deeper in order to this MACD indicator to make a higher low, because the market will have a low and the MACD indicator may have a higher low. So that's the point. I have also shown this count on 30 minutes chart, so it also indicates the market may reverse in this area. Okay, and we are at the lower bottom of this area, so I'm expecting the market to make a reversal in this very soon. Let's put it that way, very soon. You should be aware of this downward move on a daily chart, because on the daily chart, if I place a Fibo lines like those here, I have a 161.80 Fibo level at that price. This is 1.2029. So I think the market is heading to this level. Okay, so should the market do not respect the count on 3 hours chart, we may have another move in order to reach that level. Okay, I could imagine that we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completed impulse to the downside. We will have a correction, A, B, C correction, and we will have another move to the downside with a strong downward move. What will be very typical for a third wave in a third wave. Okay, because this is probably 1 and 2. This is a developing 3. This is 1, 2, 3 to the downside. On the weekly chart, we've got another red candle, and we broke through the moving average 100. So for now, I will wait whether I will have a reversal signal here or not, and whether this resistance line, this trend line, will be broken to the upside. So this is pretty much my scenario at the moment. Okay, so that was the Euro USD. Let's check the Great Britain Pound USD. That's the monthly chart. The monthly candle, a strong red candle on the monthly chart. Let's have a look on the weekly. Okay, on the weekly, we've got a green candle as a weekly candle, and we've got a move from the Bollinger Upper Band to the Bollinger Lower Band. Typically, after this is completed, the market make a reversal. Okay, make a correction and then continue this downward move. Okay. It happens very, very, very often. Okay, let's have an example here. And we went from Bollinger Lower Band to Bollinger Upper Band. We had a correction, and then the market continued the upward move. Okay, Bollinger Upper Band, Bollinger Lower Band, correction, downward. Okay, this was a sideways market, but it happens. This pattern repeats itself very, very often. Okay. Similarly to the Euro USD, I had a count on this Great Britain Pound USD. That's the 8 hours chart. I've already talked about it. Reversal signal, another reversal signal, engulfing, and the market keep on going up. This is the reason why I've sent already a long signals for a Great Britain Pound USD. Sorry. Yeah. So that's the reason, and I think we keep on moving, probably to the upside, because this downward move might be completed, and we had we have a correction. This might have been an A, a bigger A, a bigger B, and a bigger C to the downside. Okay, so if I go to the 1 hour chart, that's the 1 hour chart. I said this was probably the second wave completed. Okay, that's the second wave, 1, 2, and we are going towards this FIBO 100, FIBO 161.80. Okay, so an upward move is developing most probably. This is 10-minute chart. You have seen this chart like that. Okay, when we were in this area where I was thinking, okay, the market may have made A, a B, and will continue a C wave downward here on Friday, last Friday. But the market made another move to the upside, completed a move to the upside, and then fell down in order to complete this ABC structure at 161.80 FIBO level. Okay, and at the same time, this was a 61.80 correction of this move on the left side. Okay, so that was the second correction wave, in my opinion. We have a nice reversal signal here as well. Again, the market went up. This is the signal I sent in order to get into this position. Okay, that was sent on the 28th of, so that was on the Thursday, last Thursday, and it was intended to go into this long position. Okay, the market opened the signal here at that low. Okay, it was this low. There was an opportunity to make a 40 pips. I proposed to take some profits at that level, because I was expecting that the market will try to reverse, again, and it did indeed, and then, but it is a part of this 1, 2, probably 3 to the upside. Okay, so you can imagine, you can expect that this position may keep on developing. I think I should place these FIBO lines like that, and this is an A, a B, and a C wave, which completed the FIBO 100. So this is even better. This is even better, and this is the 61.80. Okay, reversal area, very typical for a forex market and for the other financial markets. Okay, so for the time of being, I think I will have an eye on the long positions in the coming week, and then I'm expecting the market to go up, because this is what you should know as well. I count on 2 days chart, and this looks like an A, B, and a C wave to the downside. Okay, the alternative scenario would be that there is a correction which is completed in order for this upward move. Okay, for this final upward move as 1, 2, 3, but I don't think it is the case, because we've got a strong red candle on the monthly chart. So I'm expecting a market to make a correction, then another strong move to the downside. So this is possible, and I talk about it only at that high. So I'm expecting a downward move, a bigger, deeper correction to this 61.80, and maybe even deeper. Okay, so there is the opportunity to go short in the coming weeks. Gold market. This fourth corrective wave is about to complete. Okay, and we will have another final fifth wave to the downside. This is what I'm talking about for many weeks, and I think this is the case now, that the market will complete the structure. So either we had let me show you a 3 days chart, an A, a B, and a C, and a D, and a developing E wave like A, B, and a C. The market should not go higher than that, and then we have a final move to the downside. But this could be already completed as well. So depending how the market will react to this support line, should this be broken to the downside, I think there should be an opportunity to go short with a stop loss over that high or over that high. Okay, it's not an easy trade. Okay, especially with gold market. Yeah, so you should be aware and should be careful with this kind of trades. But on the other hand, a strong break downward through this line, I think will indicate that the market keep on falling down. Okay, there are resistance lines here like that. Should this be broken to the upside, I'm expecting the market to complete this A, B, and a C structure, and then will fall down. So this is pretty much the most important stuff on gold. Good. Let's have a look on Great Britain Pound Japanese yen. That's the monthly candle. Previously we had a doji, now we've got a hanging man. So it looks like the upward strength is weakening. Okay. A, B, this could be a C wave, and it is a C wave in my opinion, like a 5-wave structure, 5-wave impulse, which might complete at this 138.20 Fibo level. Okay, at 177, like 177.30 or something like that. Okay, so this is what may happen. The market currently was reacting to this 127.20 Fibo level, but I think we will make another move to the upside. I've got it on the weekly. I think we completed this A wave. We are developing into B wave. We will have a C wave. This will be completed, the 4th corrective wave, and then we'll have a final move to the upside. This is pretty much how I see it, and I think this is developing that way. That's my 3 hours chart. Okay, I think we had 1, 2, 1, 2. There is another 1, 2 to complete in a 3rd wave. So probably we are in the strongest wave ahead. Okay, 3rd wave in a 3rd wave. It looks like that. So we'll have a 5 waves up to the 5 waves impulse to the upside. Alternatively, I should say there is a 1 and 2, a 3. So either an A or a 3. And this could be a 4, but I don't think it's a 4. Okay, I don't think it's a 4. I think the market will touch or will go into the 1st wave, and this may happen. It didn't happen, to be honest. Okay, it's the price level 172.95, and we had a high on that 172.89. Okay, so 90, and we need 95. But this may happen today, this evening. Okay, so the market will hit into this area, and this will be confirmation that this is not a 4th corrective wave, but something new probably, and it looks like it's developing to the upside. Okay, I had an upward channel here. The market respected the lower boundary of this channel. At the same time, I had a downward channel for this 1 and 2, and the market was able not to break to the downside from this channel. So this is all a nice. These are nice confirmations that the market is heading to the upside, most probably. Okay, this is my Google Plus profile, and I post here the developing trade setups, and this is what I've shown last Friday in the evening. So I was expecting this upward move to complete, and the market may reverse and then keep on going up. Okay, and this was a 30 minutes chart, and if you check this 30 minutes chart, you can see, okay, the market hit at that high. It looks like it's making a reversal here, okay, and will keep on falling, and then we'll have another move to the upside. Okay, it is important, I think, that the market will go into this price. This is quite important, because as long it will not happen, they will still think that, okay, this is the 4th. This might be the 4th. Okay, and I think we should be prepared for that, to be honest. Yeah, because sometimes it might be tricky. Okay, but on the other hand, I don't think it's because must have been an A, B, and a C, a bigger A, a B. So a C wave. I don't think it's a C wave. I think it's a third wave. It's one of the third wave, because the C wave will be too short for this to complete. This will be, now it's too short. I think might be of course. Yeah, but I don't think this B wave was too shadow, and it's not the case. Okay, good. Okay, so this is probably that one. Okay, and I'm expecting it a second corrective wave to complete, and then we'll have another move to the upside. This might be even like 50-60 pips. Okay, so the market may test. Okay, those lows. Okay, okay, this 61.8 level. It likes the 78.60 level. Okay, good. So that was the US Great Britain Pound Japanese Yen. Let's have a short look on Euro Japanese Yen. 1 second. This is the weekly. This is the monthly chart. It's a monthly candle. Those are small candles, and so it represents indecision, in my opinion. It's not that strong, to be honest, and that's why I'm a little bit cautious about this Euro Japanese Yen market. This is a red candle on the weekly chart, so the market probably is heading to a downside. This is because of this situation on the daily chart, and I told you this could have been a fourth corrective wave, and the market is heading downward in order to reach that 130 and 34 price level. Should the euro weaken, this will keep on falling. Okay. Another alternative, like I do imagine a B, and a C wave. Okay, so in order to reach this 38.20 level, or to meet this moving average 100, what may happen. But on the other hand, this MACD indicator is making higher lows, and we will have a low probably, and the market, this MACD indicator, will have a higher low, so we'll have a divergence here on this market. The USD Japanese Yen. There is a red and green candle on the monthly chart. This is on the weekly. It looks like a doji candle, but there is a strong green candle previously, and I think this is this ABC structure is completed, and there is a similar situation like on a Great Britain Pound Japanese Yen. Okay, this is a bigger A, a bigger B, and a bigger C. I think we should have complete this fourth corrective, so you should be aware of any possible reversal in this area. Let's have a deeper look on that on this 12-hour chart. This looks like a 1, 2, a 3, 4, 5. This 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about to complete a 4, a 5. So this will be completed, but what we need an answer whether we had a B, and a C. I think there could have been okay, that's the bigger A, like A, B, C. That's the B wave developing. Okay, and depending on how the market will react in this area, I could imagine that the market may try to touch this 95 Fibo retracement level for this A wave. I think I could even place it here. Wait a second, this was somewhere here. Okay, so I could and this 5 wave will complete in this area, and then it will have a downward move. A stronger downward move. There might be a stronger downward move, to be honest. So we should be aware of it. So be careful with that. I haven't traded for this currency pair for many weeks. The reason for that was it was a sideways market, a very difficult market. The picture was not a clear picture, so it wasn't for me. Okay, so that's the point. I even placed this vertical line here with a date. That's the beginning of April. Okay, so you can see that 2 months, 3 months in a row, it wasn't an easy market. Okay, so you could have been losing money all the time in case you force yourself to trade. Okay, so a wiser trader will look for easier trades, not for more difficult and not clear trades. Okay, so this is how I do it, and as soon I have such a situation, I stay away from such a market. Okay, so that's all for this week. I think that's the most important stuff in order to trade successfully. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching.